Will 18-year-olds in the United Kingdom have to serve the army? Ahead of the general elections on the 4th of July, Rishi Sunak has pitched a proposal for the youth of the country. Let us find out what the UK Prime Minister wants from them. In his latest election campaign message, the British Prime Minister said that his party will introduce mandatory national service for 18-year-olds if it is voted back to power.
We have so much to be proud of in Britain, but one of the problems in our society is that we have generations of young people who don't have the opportunities they deserve. Britain today faces a future that is more dangerous and more divided. There's no doubt our democratic values are under threat. That is why we will introduce a bold new model of national service for 18-year-olds, to be spent either in a competitive full-time military commission over 12 months, or with 1 weekend per month volunteering in roles within the community, like delivering prescriptions and food to infirm people, or in search and rescue.
Now, under the Prime Minister's plan, the youth of Britain will have a choice between a full-time placement in the armed forces for 12 months, that's a year, or a weekend every month as a volunteer in their community. The plan also includes community service in which the 18-year-olds will help local fire, police and UK's National Health Service personnel. Conservatives say the plan will cost over $3 billion annually. In addition, a royal commission with experts from military and civil society will design the national service program. The first program applications will be open from September 2025, and after the program opens, Conservatives plan to introduce a National Service Act to make these measures compulsory by the end of next parliamentary term. Rishi Sunak's announcement comes right after Labour Party leader Keir Starmer's comments on Saturday. The opposition leader had announced he is in favour of allowing 16 and 17-year-olds to vote. Reacting to Sunak's plan, the Labour Party leader called it an unserious plan.
But in my constituency, there's some.
Now, the UK opposition leader urged the voters to turn the page in the upcoming polls.
At long last, this election is for you, because you now have the power, the chance to end the chaos, to turn the page and to rebuild Britain. And we've had 14 years of going round and round in circles, getting absolutely nowhere. Chaos and division, feeding chaos and division. And that has a cost, a human cost.
All right, let's talk about the politics in the United Kingdom. Mark Brolin is a geopolitical strategist, an author and an economist, and is now joining us live from London. Mark Brolin, thank you very much for making time for us. I just want to know from you your thoughts about Rishi Sunak's proposal.
Well, on the one hand, it's obviously related to the election, so it's very opportunistic in that sense. On the other hand, he does manage to tap into a worry about increased perception about increased geopolitical tension. So it might play well for his possible voters in that sense. And I think we will see a clear dividing line here, a traditional dividing line between right-wingers and left-wingers, which is not so as common anymore as it used to be. So I think on this side, I think the left-wing potential voters will dislike it very much, and we can see that from the reactions today. But the many potential right-wing voters, and including those who might be tempted to vote for the party of discontent, the Reform Party, they might actually like this. But perhaps it has been a tactically clever move, despite everyone knowing that it is also an opportunistic move.
All right, let's talk about the reality of the plan, because it will be implemented by 2025. Is it feasible? Do you think it is?
Well, nobody expects him to actually win, but if he would win, if we just ponder that thought, I would think it actually is possible. But then we have some players within the military establishment who are saying that it might be unwise, also because the priority might be wrong. Nobody really expects this new army that would be established to actually come into action. Nobody really expects that the UK will be invaded, for example. So perhaps the money would be better spent on actually buying weapons and sending them, for example, to Ukraine, which of course is a UK priority right now. So it will probably not happen. No, I don't think so.
All right, so July 4th it is, general elections in the United Kingdom. The British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is facing a lot of heat from within and from outside. How would you gauge the political scenario or the political atmosphere in Britain right now?
Well, everything is in favour of a Team Starmer. I mean, the Labour Party, they are really sensing that they will win this, and it would be a small miracle if they don't. So Team Sunak is on his way out, and we have headlines today saying that he will probably leave for California as soon as he loses the election. So a big miracle will have to happen for Team Sunak to turn this around. He has been on the back foot for at least a year now. So the sentiment is very much in the Team Sunak's camp, even though Team Sunak is not electrifying voters the way Tony Blair did in 1997. Even if we can probably expect something similar in that kind of the kind of win that Tony Blair achieved in 1997. But Tony Blair was a very popular guy at the time, and Team Starmer is not popular in that sense. But this is much more an anti-conservative election.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Mark Brolin, thank you very much for your time and for talking to us today.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.